that goes against the one democracy in the Middle East, Israel.
They say the only democracy in the Middle East, I say, the new dictator today.
Israel has become the world's lab right now because they're using only our vaccine.
If you're listening to this, you are your citizens.
Ich muss gleich zum Arzt. Ich bekomme eine Spritze. Leider habe ich etwas Angst. Ich muss jetzt aber losgehen.
I spoke about it exclusively with Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla.
This is a two-dose vaccine for the initial initiation. We believe that the third dose at 6 months will raise the antibody response to 10 to 20 folds what it is right now.
Ich bekomme eine Impfung.
Eine Impfung. Eine Impfung. Eine Impfung.
The Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. Mr. Netanyahu.
It's just amazing what you're doing there. 88% of anyone over the age of 50 has already been vaccinated, and then some 75% of those aged at least 50 years old are already eligible for what you call a green pass. How are you getting to this point? What's your advice for the rest of the world? How do we do what you're doing?
Can it only be used by people who have been vaccinated?
Yes,
only. Okay,
or recovered.
Recovery. Yes. Okay, recovery. No test.
No test.
No test. So no recovery or vaccine. We want to
Do it here. Green passport. This is the green passport, and this is going to be the path of many countries. So we can go inside?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
For 10 million doses, Israel controversially agreed to give Pfizer and the WHO the age, gender and other personal but unidentifiable data of those getting the jab, as well as reporting side effects and the efficacy of the vaccine. Its citizens are now part of the largest mass trial of this vaccine in the world.
Dementsprechend ist es aber auch ein bisschen brisant, dass halt einfach BioNTech, ein deutscher Impfstoff, dort also als Laborplörre benutzt wird und die Juden halt nochmal richtig testet in einem Labor. Das ist einfach ein bisschen makaber.
All right, let's now shift our attention to some pretty concerning news that's come in from Israel in what is being said to be a major blow to the efficacy claims of the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine. Over 12,000 people who were inoculated with the Pfizer vaccine have tested positive for coronavirus in the state of Israel. About 69 people had even had their second jabs of the vaccine.
Now the country is facing another challenge that other countries will have to grapple with: how to balance public health and the rights of the unvaccinated. Despite the strong government numbers, some officials privately estimate that 10% of Israelis over 16, that's around 650,000 people, do not intend to get vaccinated. Some employers already plan to ban unvaccinated workers from the office, which right groups fear could cost them their jobs, especially for those where remote working is not possible. And asking employees to share their vaccine status could violate medical privacy rights. Some employers and advocates are concerned Parliament hasn't passed any laws on returning to offices or offering protections for the unvaccinated. Israel's largest labor union suggested that unvaccinated workers who can't work at home show negative tests to their employers every 72 hours as a potential workaround. The Green Pass system was launched in the country last Sunday. A government-validated certificate is granted for those who have had both doses of the vaccine or have recovered from COVID-19. In one of its first applications, only those who carry this pass were allowed to attend a small open-air concert in Tel Aviv this week.
Ich bin immun gegen die Weltdiktatur der Demokratie. Ich bin vergessen worden. Ja, die demokratischen Ärzte, die sind zu spät gekommen. Die haben die Demokratiespritze nicht mehr ansetzen können bei mir. Ja, die wollten dieses Demokratenserum bei mir platzieren.
There are some common issues that have brought protesters, activists, common citizens here to the Bima Square in the heart of Tel Aviv. I'm joined by one of those social activists. What brought you here tonight?
We're getting to the point that the new law coming today in Israel Parliament, which is giving privacy the non-vaccine people to all the cities, municipality, and also the social security systems and police. Netanyahu is presents himself as a messiah, as the one that fixed the problem. If you are getting someone free, you are the product. And we are not the product. And our children are not the product. And here, as a government, you don't have allowed. You want to be vaccinated? Vaccinate yourself whatever you want.
You don't have a problem with the vaccine itself. You think that people here are free to do so. I've even seen some people holding signs that say, I'm not against vaccines, but I'm against what you're doing to the Israeli people.
Strecken Sie jetzt bitte Ihren Arm aus. Hier kommt die Spritze. Das war's schon. War es auszuhalten?
I hope you've been well. It's been very, very, very intense over here in Israel. I don't know how much you're seeing, but it's terrible. It's a very, 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 very frightening situation. So I joined a brand new, we had a human rights movement and we made it into a political party that's running in our Knesset in less than a month. And they're censoring us and attacking us, and they won't allow any media, nothing. They took away the head of the party's his medical license, and they removed our platforms from Facebook, and now they won't let the media even write about us. So we want to ask all the international, anywhere we can get to publicize what we are saying. It's a very bad situation here. They're not letting children as young as 16 to take their matriculation exams without taking this injection. They are, of course, insisting people for work. They're making this green passport where half the population cannot get into theaters or malls or all sorts of things unless they've taken the vaccination. They're creating a medical apartheid. They have now issued, just this morning, they made it that they're allowed to send each person's private medical records to the local municipality so that they'll know who's taken the injection or not. They're making people wear a ankle bracelet, security bracelet, when they come back from traveling. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. If I stop to if I stop to think about it, I will cry, you know? But meantime, we just keep fighting, you know? Fighting as much as we can. So we need everybody's help, because whatever happens here will happen everywhere. Will happen everywhere. So we're fighting for ourselves and we're fighting for the whole world. But we need help. We need everything. Every hand on deck. Yeah, thank you, Slicha. Excuse me. It's intense, you know?